It's my privilege now to introduce our master's student speaker. The student who will be addressing you is David Cohen. David has received a Bachelor's of Science in Accounting from KU in 2011. And while working on his graduate degree, David had an audit internship with PricewaterhouseCoopers LLP, an internship, and he will be joining them in Kansas City full-time this fall. David has been extremely busy while at KU, among other activities, and I have many more I could cite, serving as treasurer of the Student Senate, serving as a teaching assistant in accounting, both within the school and the law school, serving on the university's anti-hazing task force, reestablishing Zeta Beta Tau, non-pledging, non-hazing Greek social fraternity at KU, for which he served 3 terms as the fraternity president. He was the 2011 recipient of the IFC Fraternity Council's Outstanding Senior Greek Man Award and received an award from the School of Business as a student displaying the most outstanding personal and professional conduct. He also received the Alexis Dillard Student Involvement Leadership Award in May 2011. That's one of 5 KU Chancellor's Awards given. David is the son of Howard and Debbie Cohen. He's a graduate of Blue Valley North High School. It's my pleasure to introduce our student speaker, David Cohen.
Intellectual growth should commence at birth and cease only at death. Albert Einstein. As I look out onto the crowd, I see many colleagues that I have grown to know and respect. I also see a group of young professionals that are eager to give meanings to the word of Albert Einstein that he spoke so many years ago. Your hunger for intellectual growth is clear and your accomplishments match. Now I can go no further without offering my congratulations to you, but also to thank you. The School of Business has taught us to collaborate time and time again, so thank you for helping me reach this graduation day. Our countless hours working on group projects, preparing presentations, and working in study groups have paid off, and we've all earned this great honor. There are obviously many others to thank tonight. Dean Bendaputi, your energy is unmatched. In 1 year, you have brought so much to our school, and I can't wait to see how you will continue to build on the successes of our past. I also can't wait to come back and visit my favorite professors in their offices in a building with, at the very least, some kind of constant temperature. Something I'm sure that they can't wait for either. Thank you to each member of the faculty for the work you do in the classroom to set us up for success. While we have all enjoyed your courses and your lectures, I can assure you that the time each and every one of you have spent with us outside of the classroom is a time that we will always remember. Thank you to each of you that I've had a special personal relationship with. You've made my experiences here all the richer and more meaningful. I know that your continued mentorship will help guide my career and personal life. Thank you to my mother, who has always been my best ally, always challenging me to push harder and harder, but being there for me when I fall. My father has been my life's mentor and best friend. His work ethic is only conquered by his commitment to his family. My parents have brought me up with a strong moral and ethical code, and that's something that I truly treasure. I've been blessed with a loving sister, whom I rarely fought with as a child, and a girlfriend that somehow puts up with my increasingly type-A personality. Also, thank you to my grandparents and the rest of my family and friends that came tonight. I love you all. Thank you for always being there to support me. And finally, thank you to the other families and everyone that has had a huge role in helping this graduating class get to where it has. What does it mean to have a higher degree from the KU School of Business? Is it simply taking the formulas we have memorized for financial projections, taxation, and accounting metrics, and applying them to our daily work? Does it mean finally being eligible for the CPA exam? Or becoming more desirable to our employers and more credible to our clients? Maybe it's knowing that no matter how bad our first homes are, they will still be nicer than Summerfield Hall. While these may all be acceptable answers, I would say that none of these answer the true heart of the question. To me, the degree I have earned here as a math student means three things: a commitment to representing myself in the workplace, the continued pursuit of excellence, and most importantly, a responsibility to honor the Jayhawks. If there's one thing the new age of social media, internet, and the boom of free information has taught me, is that it is incredibly hard to protect your personal brand. The first move of employers is to check out your Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter profiles, not call your references. I'm not telling you anything new, I know you all know this. While obviously an errant post may not tear your reputation apart, this may not be far from the truth. Once touted as the greatest salesman of all time, Thomas J. Watson, CEO of IBM in the first half of the 1900s, said, "The toughest thing about the power of trust is that it's very difficult to build and very easy to destroy." Even in today's news, we see far too many examples of this. For those who haven't heard, Scott Thompson, CEO of the Fortune 500 company Yahoo, has been accused of lying on his resume, inadvertently adding a degree in computer science to his bio, from an institution that didn't even offer the program until a handful of years after his claim to graduation. The Wall Street Journal noted that some of Yahoo's top employees have said the allegations have stained his credibility among the Yahoo workforce. While it doesn't look good for Mr. Thompson, even if he is proven innocent, it may be too late to repair his reputation. It's for this reason that I think it is so important for us to protect our own personal brands. We can spend as much time and money on higher degrees, accreditations, and fancy letters behind our names, but it can all be gone in the blink of an eye when someone questions your morals, integrity, and trustworthiness. We work too hard to stop representing ourselves as the honorable people that we are. Additionally, my master's degree means pursuing excellence. A combination of the stars aligning against us, the USA Today has jumped on a rising trend of predictions that our generation will be the first to not out-succeed our parents. They cite the buy now, pay later ideals that our generation have adopted, with our embrace of expensive electronics and stagnant wages as main contributors to our doomed future. The author dissects each and every factor that is pitted against us, but I'll save you the trouble of reading it and let you know that at the end of the day, we're all screwed. Now wait, this is supposed to be a happy occasion, right? Not a dark one. Those who know me well may already know what I'm about to say, but I take this as a challenge. Knowing many of you and our inherent competitive nature, I'm sure you do too. So much of the recent national political attention has been about beating the man. I would never advocate to beat the man, but rather strive to be the man and shape a better one. As the great philosopher Spider-Man's Uncle Ben taught us, with great power comes great responsibility. Get yourself into a position of power to effect change, but remember your responsibility. Now, I'm trying really hard to avoid the graduation speech cliches, but we do need to remember that this isn't the end, but rather the beginning of a great opportunity. One thing that scares me the most is whether my success in education and successes in my time at the University of Kansas will translate into success in the real world. I think about it every time I do something that is commended or awarded. This is what keeps me most humble. We leave here on top, but we start fresh right at the bottom. We need to remember that no matter how hard we worked in our time here at KU, we will still need to continue that pursuit of excellence after we move on to the next chapter. Now, I don't think it's any secret that this university is riddled with tradition. While here, we were reminded of it over and over and over again. As a young child growing up in eastern Kansas, I was brainwashed at an early age. I remember rushing home from school and being told, if you get your homework done on time, you can go to the basketball game in Lawrence tonight. Now, for the games I didn't get to go to, I distinctly remember keeping stats on a sticky note that I left on the front door for my parents to see when they returned from the field house. Now, this was before mobile internet and texting, obviously. So it was a no-brainer for me to come to KU for the athletics and the pride that I had in the Jayhawks. I had no idea that I would sign up for a second degree until a couple years ago. I had no idea that I would be part of one of the top 10 programs in my field of study. So while I wear my t-shirts from the 3 Final Fours I've attended proudly, the new pride I have as a Jayhawk are the degrees that now hang on my wall. I think one of the coolest parts about being a Jayhawk is how well represented and respected we are. I've watched KU games in LA, Las Vegas, Mexico, New York, Washington, D.C., Miami, and Hawaii. Everywhere I go, I hear Rock Chalk. Now with that comes a great responsibility to represent the Jayhawk everywhere we go. Our actions and accolades reflect directly on the degree that hangs on our walls. My actions improve or decrease the value of your degree, just as yours affect mine. I can't wait to hear how the amazing things you accomplish will increase the value of my degree and grow the tradition of the KU School of Business. Having a higher degree from the University of Kansas School of Business means something different to each and every one of us. At the true core of it, it means that we are all part of a tradition of excellence. Master's and PhD class of 2012, can't wait to hear the amazing things each one of you accomplishes. It's been an honor and a privilege to speak to you this evening. Congratulations and Rock Chalk Jayhawk.